It has been several weeks since a Georgia veteran set himself on fire at the State House to protest the Veterans Affairs Department. But the challenges for the VA are far from over after some recently released data ranked a VA nursing home right here in central Georgia as one of the worst of its kind in the country. On tonight's 13 Investigates, Zach Merchant looks into how the Dublin VA's ratings dropped so low and what's being done to try and fix it.
This is when he was a fairly young Marine and 30-year veteran of the United States Marine Corps.
You'd have a hard time arguing Lieutenant Colonel Ronald Fraser was anything but a hero.
He served during Korea and World War II and did 2 tours in Vietnam.
But even this warrior couldn't stop the march of time. In his 80s, Fraser was admitted to the Carl Vinson VA Medical Center nursing home in Dublin, where his daughter Cindy Hilsman says the nation he served let him down.
It was a constant fight to get even basic care.
She says during her dad's roughly 5-year stay, he had too many falls to count, broke bones, and developed skin problems due to what she says was bad nursing care.
He started getting sores and rashes and things of that nature from just sitting in a soiled diaper all day.
She says all the way up to the moment he died, nursing staff treated Ronald Fraser like they didn't care.
They've covered his body with the American flag. The funeral home arrives. The CNAs go into my father's room. They take the American flag and they ball it up and put it in a chair in the corner of the room. His belongings are bagged up and put on the floor. And I mean, he was just basically treated like it's time to take the garbage out.
Carl Vinson Public Relations did not dispute Ronald Fraser's sores, falls, or broken bones, but did say the flag that was crumpled up was actually a blanket designed to look like a flag. And according to newly released Department of Veterans Affairs documents obtained by USA Today and the Boston Globe, Ronald Fraser's experience might not have been unique. The VA's own data shows that more than 45% of residents at the Dublin home reported being in serious pain, roughly 8 times the rate in private facilities. Over 20% of patients were on antipsychotic drugs, and more than 14% had serious bed sores. Dr. Jayesh Patel says he spent several years working for the Carl Vinson VA's outpatient system, but now works in Macon for Navicent Health. He has close to a decade of experience in geriatric medicine and says some of those numbers are concerning. Would you recommend sending a loved one to this particular VA nursing home if they had other options?
So I would say this quality metrics does indicate that is a quality is compromised some ways.
We invited the nursing home leadership team to talk to us on camera multiple times, but the Public Relations Department declined each of those requests. Instead, they provided us with this one-page written statement.
In it, they say they're expanding their facilities so that every resident has their own room. They also argue that it's unfair to compare a VA nursing home to private facilities because they say the VA serves patients with more serious medical conditions, which makes achieving good quality ratings more challenging. But even compared to other VA nursing homes, the Carl Vinson underperforms. In a ranking that graded 133 VA nursing homes out of a possible 5 stars, Carl Vinson is one of only 11 in the nation to receive a 1-star overall quality rating, an eye-opening result for Dublin State Senator Larry Walker.
Some of the statistics, bed sores and severe pain and all, of course, are disturbing, and we need to get to the bottom of that.
Because the hospital is a federal site, State Senator Walker has little control over what happens there, but if any fixes do come, they'll still be too late for veterans like Ronald Fraser. In Dublin, Zach Merchant, 13 WMAZ News.
Larry Walker was not the only politician who was concerned. Lawrence County U.S. Representative Rick Allen said in a statement he was extremely disappointed. And Senate Veterans Affairs Committee Chair Senator Johnny Isakson said he was very concerned. Isakson's press secretary Marie Gordon said if the Dublin VA's low rating is due to staffing or resource deficiencies, the senator will talk with the acting VA secretary to make sure the Carl Vinson VA has the resources they need. Congressman Allen said he will be personally visiting the Carl Vinson to discuss the results of what he calls an intensive on-site review. For their full statements and updated statements from the Carl Vinson Medical Center and more information on how to navigate the geriatric care system in central Georgia, you can visit our website, 13WMAZ.com.